bringing our attention to the center of the forehead. Point of light. Now we just don't create a thought only. We also start visualizing it. How was this morning's meditation session? Everyone was there this morning? Yes? When we start meditating first time, it may seem as if it's something very difficult. And we've also heard people around us say, this is very difficult, I can't do it. It's very simple. When we Google the word meditation, we see someone sitting cross-legged with eyes closed, because the photo cannot show us what has to be done inside. The photo only shows us how we sit. So we try and do the same. Sit cross-legged, eyes closed, and become thoughtless. And when we try and become thoughtless, we are not able to do it. And because we are not able to do it, we say meditation is very difficult. Meditation is not about becoming thoughtless. Meditation is about channelizing the mind in the right direction. The meditation is called Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga, 2 words. The word Yog means connection, communion, connection between 2 energies. And the word Raj means 2 meanings. 1, the highest connection, and 2, becoming a master, a ruler. So a ruler in Hindi is called Raja, the king. Raja. So we are becoming a ruler over? We're becoming a ruler over? Who are we becoming a ruler over? Our own self, our own mind, intellect, sense organs. So Raj Yoga, 2 words, self-rule and highest connection, because connection with the Supreme Power. Yesterday, Sister Sheelu shared with us the understanding of I am a soul. What does the soul do throughout the day? 3 roles. So soul has 3 faculties, and we are going to use all these 3 faculties in the meditation. First faculty, thinking, the mind. So some people say, how do I believe I am a soul? No proof, can't see it, nobody can show it to us. So if we go to a doctor and we ask them to show us the brain, they can show us the brain. But if we ask them, show us the mind, can a doctor show us the mind there? No. Do we need proof that we have a mind? Do we need proof we have a mind? Why do we not need proof that we have a mind? Why don't we need proof? We've never seen it. Why don't we need proof that we have a mind? Because we're experiencing it always. So this is the body. The doctor can show us every organ of the body. The doctor can show us the brain also, but the doctor cannot show us the energy which operates this body. The energy which operates this body. So if you create a diagram, it is a robot. So this body is that robot, controlled by a computer. The brain is the computer. But can the computer do anything on its own? No. The computer needs an operator. That operator is I. So I, the soul, will give an instruction, even a simple instruction like, I want to have a glass of water. So who wants to have a glass of water? I want to have a glass of water. I will create this thought. This thought will go to the brain. The brain will process that instruction. Your hand will go like this and you lift the water. So this is the robot. The brain is the computer. I am the operator of that computer. So it is I who decide how this robot is going to get used. So that I, the being, three faculties. First, I create thoughts. We need proof I create thoughts? No. We are experiencing it throughout the day. When I, the energy, create thoughts, it's called the mind. The mind. We can create pure thoughts. We can create powerful thoughts. Sometimes we create weak thoughts. Sometimes we create negative thoughts. Sometimes we create waste thoughts. Nothing is going to come out of it, but we are just thinking and thinking and thinking. But all these thoughts is created by I, the soul, and at that time it's called the mind. Once I, the soul, create the thoughts, the intellect, which is also the soul, the I, the soul, evaluates those thoughts, takes a decision. We call it intellect. Do we need proof that we have intellect? No. We are using it throughout the day. The intellect does two things. Discerns, takes a decision. One function of the intellect. Second function of the intellect is to visualize, which we are going to use in the meditation. Visualize. Create a thought right now. Home. Just create a thought. Home. And a picture will appear. A picture will appear. So the mind said home, the intellect saw the picture of the home. So the mind will create the thought, the intellect will create a visual of that thought. And what is the third faculty? In Hindi it's called sanskar. Sanskar means nature, personality, habit, but emotional habit, not outer habits of eating, sleeping, not those habits. Habits of personality. All those words that we put on the left hand and the right hand in the morning are sanskars. They are emotional habits. Habits means I live out of those habits. If I have a habit of stress, I will live out of that habit of stress. I don't consciously create it. It just happens on its own. I don't consciously create anger. I said, oh, it just happened because it's become my habit. So three faculties are going to get used in meditation. Mind will create thoughts, intellect will visualize it, and third, I will experience it. And when I experience it, that starts becoming my nature. My nature. So I have so much to do in the meditation, so there is no margin to say, oh, there is thoughtless. It's not thoughtless. It's constantly very conscious of what it is doing. So mind creates thoughts, intellect visualizes, and what I think and what I visualize, I get into that experience, and that experience starts becoming my personality. For example, suppose you had a conflict with someone. Now create that person's name, that will be a thought. The face will appear very soon, that will be the intellect, which gives you the visual. Start thinking of what happened that day, and you will start experiencing the same pain right now. You can even have a tear in your eye. Is that possible or not possible? Yes, possible. The person is not here, the conflict is not going on here, but all three faculties of the soul will work. The thought, the face of the person, and the experience of the emotional pain that happened on that day, even if it was many years before. And when you do that, in those few minutes, you are meditating with that person, which means you are in yoga with that person. You are in communion and connection with that soul. So whenever we think of someone and our mind and intellect is completely engaged with that person, we will say at that time we are in yoga with that soul. So throughout the day we are in yoga with many souls. We are meditating with people, we are meditating with places. You can think of a place right now. Create a thought, the visual will be there. Create a thought, seashore, and you'll see yourself sitting on the seashore. And if you continue seeing yourself for a few seconds or 1 or 2 minutes, you will start experiencing the water touching your feet, you will start feeling it, you will start feeling the breeze, and even though there's nothing there right now with you, all the 3 faculties will work hand in hand. And in those few minutes, we are meditating with the seashore. So that is all done by I, the soul. So in meditation, we are going to use all the 3 faculties. Okay? Let's do a little exercise right now. Sit straight. Another very important thing to take care is, we have seen pictures of meditation always with eyes closed. Right? With eyes closed. And here you will see all the brothers and sisters, we keep our eyes opened. If you have to think of someone right now, do you need to close your eyes or you can do it with eyes open? Think of anyone. Do you need to do like this? Or you can do it with your eyes open? Eyes open. Simple. Simple. Experience says, when we keep our eyes closed, there are too many thoughts. Concentration is low when we keep our eyes closed. The mind scatters here and there. Eyes open is high concentration, focus, and alertness. And another thing that happens is, because many of us are sleep deprived, so when we gently close our eyes, what happens? Sweet sleep. Nowadays, sometimes people come to the center who are having problem with sleeping. And they say, we haven't been able to sleep well, we're taking medicine for sleeping. So we say, okay, come, learn meditation. And the first day they're sitting there in silence, soft music, red light, and they fall off to sleep. And then they will wake up after 15, 20 minutes and say, very powerful meditation that was. Because meditation and sleep, in both, the mind is going to start slowing down. And for us, slowing down the mind equals to sleep. So if I close my eyes also with that, then eyes closed and slowing down the mind. Go to sleep. But we have taken out that time not to sleep. We are taking out that time to meditate. So gentle practice, don't be very harsh on yourself. You can keep it half open. You can just focus on any one point. And a third reason why we do it with eyes open, because we are not always going to be sitting in one place and doing it. It's a meditative lifestyle. Connecting to myself, connecting to the highest power, is something I can do then while driving, while working, while cooking. I don't always have to take out time and sit like that, because how much time can I take out like that sitting there already? So it's a meditative lifestyle. So that's the third reason why we would keep our eyes open. And fourth reason is, the vibrations that we create radiate through our eyes also out into the world. So keep your eyes open. Even if it's half open, it's fine. Initially, if you're finding it tough and you want to in between close your eyes, gentle. Nothing force and nothing to be harsh with the self. But a practice which after a few days becomes easy to do. So we'll do a little exercise right now. We will do a little meditation, but we are going to go home. Home means the place where you came from 2 days back. That home. Your country, your city, your home. We are going to see how to utilize those 3 faculties of mind, intellect, and sanskar. The 2 powers that are used in Raj Yoga meditation are the power of affirmation and the power of visualization. Creating a thought like we've been doing since yesterday, I am a peaceful soul. This is an affirmation. We create a statement and we gently repeat it a couple of times. It starts coding into my subconscious. It's an affirmation. Second step is Not just create a thought, I am a peaceful soul. Start visualizing point of light. Why to visualize? If I don't visualize, the intellect will visualize something else. And when the intellect will visualize something else, the mind will start creating a thought about that. And you will say, I sat to meditate, but my mind went to work. So meditation means mind and intellect, thought power and visualization power should go hand in hand. So should we do this little exercise right now? Okay, so let's sit straight. Gently keep your eyes open. We are not meditating. We're just practicing it, how to use the power of thinking, visualization, and experience. I will share a few thoughts. You take those thoughts and you start visualizing that. If your mind will not go anywhere else in between, if it does, just gently bring it back, okay? So sitting straight. Now, using the power of my mind and intellect, see yourself walking out of this hall. Visualize with complete clarity, getting up from your chair. We know the way out of this hall. Let me see myself walking out of this hall. Creating the thought of walking out of the hall, visualizing walking out of the hall, and feeling that walk. Every step, down the slope, down the steps. And now towards the main gate of the campus. There's a taxi waiting for me there. Open the door and into the taxi and on the way to the airport. Be very clear which city are we taking the flight from. See the airport. Which flight is it? On the flight, put on the seat belt, taking off. I'm going home. Visualize with complete clarity the flight, people around you. Feel the experience of being there. And we've landed on the way home now. Check the route while you're driving home. Very clear the route, everything that's on the road, on the way. And I have reached home. What's the color of the door? See the color of the door. Keep the eyes opened. Let's open the door. It's been 4 days since we left home. Check, is everything the way we left it behind? Is there anyone at home? If yes, let's go and sit next to them. See them, talk to them, share with them your experience of Mount Abu. Describe to them how it feels here. Let's go into the kitchen. Is there anything that we can eat there? Check the fridge. There are fresh fruits lying there. Let's pick out the basket. There is an orange there. Let's pick it up. Come to our most comfortable chair at home. Let's start eating it. Carefully peel it. See it as you peel it. Enjoy the fruit. Let's say goodbye. We'll come back next week. And we're coming back to Gyan Sarovar. Up the ramp into the hall. On my seat. Om Shanti. So, how many of us were able to go home? Raise your hands. How many of us were able to go home? Free of cost. This is called remembrance. This is remembrance, right? Remembrance. How many of you were able to have the orange? Did anyone feel? Yes? How many of you felt that saliva? See, that is where all the three faculties are getting used. The mind was creating the thoughts, the intellect was seeing the visual, and then I could experience the taste of the orange. This is meditation. Now this we were doing for about 10 minutes, 8-10 minutes. Any other thoughts during those 8-10 minutes? Any other thoughts? So that's how simple meditation is, right? But it is simple when I'm using both the faculties together. And the more we do it, it's like any other practice. It's like bending down to touch the toes. I might not touch my toes the first day. I might be like this, I might stretch, it might hurt. But a week, 10 days, and it becomes simpler. Another 20 days, it becomes easy, and then it becomes natural. Then it becomes natural. So now we will go to that home. Which home? Now which home will we go to? Now we will go to that home. Do we have to take a flight for that? Nothing. No flight, no train, just fly. So just before that, we will see the visuals of that. This home we had seen 4 days before, so it's easy to visualize. Now we are going to see the visual of how to visualize I, the soul, how to visualize my home, and how to visualize the supreme power, my supreme parent, my best friend there, and how to fill myself with that power, from that divine power, how to fill that strength in myself. आप दिखा रहे picture? दिखाएंगे? हाँ. डाल दिया? So just on the screens which are on both the sides, brother will show us the visual. The first visual is, like we've been practicing since yesterday, sitting straight, comfortable, bringing the attention to the center of the forehead, visualizing that point of light. So gently look at that visual, let it get recorded in your subconscious. And then when we will tell ourselves again, I am a point of light, that visual will pop up. It will become easy to do it. So the first visual is, I, the soul, in the center of the forehead, a little star, point of light, energy. Yes, everyone can see that? It's there on the screen? Yes. So just keep looking at it, keep letting it get absorbed into your system. Second visual, when I create those thoughts of I am pure, I am a peaceful soul, I'm creating vibrations, and those vibrations start traveling from me to out into the world. Out into the world. So see the visual there? Just energy, vibrations, waves just traveling from me out into the room where I'm sitting, into my home, into my office, out into the world. Yes, can we see those circles of vibrations? Right. Now third visual, like we took a flight and we flew home, now it's not the journey of the body, it's the journey of I, the soul. So I, the soul, will gently fly up above to the soul world. Sister Sheelu shared with us yesterday, my home, from where I, the soul, come onto this world drama, take this costume to play my part. The home where all souls reside. So just see yourself, the visual, I, the soul, flying up home. It's called the soul world. Next visual, meeting that one whom I always thought about, whom I always remembered, whether out of gratitude or sometimes in pain, sometimes seeking help, sometimes seeking forgiveness. That one whom I called by different names, but I knew who I was connecting to. The divine power, the ocean of purity. In the visual, it will look as if it's bigger in size, but God is not bigger in size, He's bigger in powers. God is also energy, just another soul, supreme not in size, supreme in power, supreme in quality. Can we see that visual there? Yes, everybody? Yes. And the next visual we will see, like the sun's rays fall on this body and they energize this body. Similarly, energy, vibration from God to me, the soul. From the ocean of power, from the ocean of peace to me, the soul. Like a laser beam. Like a laser beam. Like how would vibration travel from me to another soul? Just from your energy to another soul. Similarly, energy, power from God to me. And when that power flows from God to me, it's like a battery which starts getting charged, connecting to a powerhouse. सारे विजुअल्स हो गए भैया? चारों दिखा दिए? ओके, एक बार रिपीट करेंगे. So we'll just see all four. भैया एक पांचवा वाला भी होगा अर्थ को डालते हुए? नहीं है? अच्छा, ओके. One again, I the soul. Two, radiating the vibrations around me. Three, flying upwards, going home. Fourth, being with the divine power and filling myself. Just hold on to that visual. भैया एक मिनट उस पर रोकिएगा. In that visual now, what we will also do today is, if I want to give healing energy to another soul, then you will invoke that soul also there into the soul world there. Fill yourself with power and radiate it to that soul. Fill yourself with power, radiate it to that soul. It's like take and give. Take and give. And also, one visual it's missing today. Fill yourself with power and radiate to the globe, which means radiate to the planet. Fill yourself with power, radiate to the planet. Fill yourself with power, radiate to all the souls who are in pain. Fill yourself with power, radiate to all those countries where there is war, there is strife. Radiate peace and power there. Radiate that peace and power. Fill yourself with power, radiate to everyone who's going through healing of disease. So meditation is first soul consciousness, second connecting to God, and third using God's power to energize myself, and fourth, very important, using God's power to heal people and to heal the world. In Hindi, it is called Mansa Seva. Seva means to give, and Mansa means using the power of the mind, using the power of the mind to give to the world. To give to the world. How many of us have this intention? We want to heal people. Yes, we want to heal people. Every day, so much pain. Now, what happens is when we are in a scene of pain, or if we are surrounded by somebody who's going through pain, what is a normal habit that we have? We think of what they are going through, and when we think of what they are going through, we also start experiencing. What do we start experiencing? We also start experiencing pain. Now, so again, here is a soul who's going through pain. I see them going through pain, or I think of them going through pain, or in another part of the world, I read about them going through pain. I watch on the TV about them going through pain. And when I do that, I start experiencing that pain. I start experiencing hatred for the people who are responsible for that pain. And when I here also start creating the same pain, I start creating hatred, I start creating anger, what is it that I am radiating? What is it that I am radiating? I am also radiating pain. And when I radiate pain, then the one who was initially creating pain, experiencing pain, what are they going to receive from me? What are they going to receive from me? So actually, just by feeling that pain, we are adding pain to the existing pain. Even if you don't go out, just look at a family member there at home going through pain. And you do only a simple thing, worry for them. So that's why this morning worry was put on which hand? Left. Because worry adds pain to pain. So they are in pain, you only worry for them, only create fear for them, and very soon we will be vibrating and radiating pain. And when we are also radiating pain, they move away from us, they go to another room. We say, I want to sit with you. They say, leave me alone for some time. They say, but why should you be alone? You're in pain. Let's sit together. I say, no, leave me alone for some time. Why do they want to be left alone? Because we have started radiating pain. And that person is already in pain. And our pain adds to their pain. They are more comfortable going out and talking to a stranger. Because that stranger is not worrying for them and creating pain. So every time, whether it is a insignificant, tiny situation at home, whether it is a crisis on the planet, what is it that I can do for it? What is my role? Remember this morning, the little sparrow? The little sparrow. So what is the role of the sparrow? Go to the ocean, fill that water, and then come and sprinkle it here. If we only keep thinking, talking, reading, watching, listening about what is going on as it is, then we are only creating that emotion and we are adding that emotion to the collective consciousness of the planet. Do you know post-COVID, collective energy of the planet dipped? How many of you feel energy of the planet dipped post-COVID? Why? COVID was just a physical virus. It was a physical health issue. But 2 years, billions of people on the planet created fear, worry, anxiety. And when billions of people created fear, worry, anxiety, it changed the air of the planet. COVID was almost over. Fear and anxiety stayed on the planet. And that's why COVID, mental health issues increased and other issues increased. So, this is our responsibility to heal, to bless, to consciously meditate and radiate power for them. How many of you have heard of distance healing, physical distance healing? Physical distance healing? So someone is in another city, They have an energy blockage here, it's paining here, it's an energy blockage here. You are sitting in another city, you will connect to that higher power, radiate that vibration there, and that person's body in another city or country will start getting healed. How does it happen? You're not even next to them, you're not even touching them, you're not even giving any medication. Power of energy, power of vibrations. So if distance healing can be used to heal the body, why can distance healing not be used to heal the soul? Which one is easier to heal, body or soul? Which one is easier to heal, body or soul? Which one is easier to heal, body or soul? Disease in the body is easier to heal, or just pain in the soul is easier to heal? Which one is easier to heal? Soul is easier to heal. Soul is easier to heal. So like distance healing for physical ailments, distance healing for emotional pain. So every time you create a thought, this is happening there, immediately connect, fill yourself with power, radiate. Don't consume pain and add to pain. Consume power and radiate there. Consume power, radiate there. There is restlessness, consume peace, radiate there. There is sorrow there, consume happiness, radiate there. So meditation is so much for healing people and healing the world. Any conflict in relationship, just connect, fill yourself, give it to that soul. Just send it there. Just keep sending it to them. Do it for 10, 15 days and you will start seeing them change. And suddenly that conflict has disappeared. Because what was that conflict? It was just an energy blockage between two souls. It's like if I have an energy blockage here, this will become stiff and I won't be able to move it. It's energy blockage. And if I don't know how to heal myself, then I will ask somebody else, can you do me energy healing? And they will just send good energy, this energy blockage will change. So what is conflict in relationship? It's an energy blockage between two people. If one out of the two starts sending that energy, conflict and energy is gone, resolved. So, should we start? Yes? And can we do this little exercise from today? In your every thought, heal the world. There is a lot that is happening. We don't need to go on only consuming information of what is happening. Please remember the equation. The more millions of minds will only consume information and not do anything about it, the more millions of minds will create pain, and when millions of minds will create pain, it will only radiate pain to that place which you actually want to heal. So we are not even in a neutral position, because we can never be thoughtless about them. So either we can create power for them, or unaware we are creating pain. And we've grown up believing obviously we will be in pain when we hear that someone else is in pain. It's not obvious. Obvious is, obviously I will radiate power when someone else is in pain. Obvious is, obviously I will meditate or pray for them when someone else is in pain. ठीक है जी? चलो. So should we start that little exercise again now? Yes? And when we start connecting to God, you can call God by whatever name you like. In Hindi, we call God as Baba. Baba means the Supreme Parent. So when you're walking around here, you must have seen Baba's room, Baba's box. So Baba is not for a human figure. Baba, it means parent. In Hindi, children call their parent Baba. So we're calling the Supreme Parent Baba. But you can call God, Baba, whatever word you like. The word is not important. It is the personal relationship that gets created. And when we will go home to the soul world, whatever you have on your mind, share. Share. Any question, express. Any doubt? Share. Seeking any guidance? Ask. This is going to be the beginning of our experiment, of a new relationship. We have experimented telepathy with souls. Now we're going to experiment telepathy with, which one would be easier, soul telepathy or Supreme Soul and I, the soul telepathy? Which one do you think will work more often? Which one will work more easily? So suppose I'm creating a thought for her. She should be able to catch it. But you know why she's not able to catch it? Why will she not be able to catch it sometimes and catch it only sometimes and not always? Why? Because her phone is engaged, which means her mind is cluttered. So I'm thinking about her, but she's got so many thoughts here that she's not catching my vibration. So sometimes we experience telepathy, sometimes we don't experience telepathy. But when we create a thought for there it is always silent, still, catching power highest. And when we will receive a direction from there, if we keep our mind silent, you will experience that this was not my thought. This is not my idea. It's come from there. It's come from there. This is what we call touching, that you get a touching from the divine. Do this. Do it like this. Go here. Meet that person. Anything, any topic you want to converse. God is not an energy to talk only about crisis in life. You can talk to God about the smallest, simplest things of the day. Personal relationship. Tonight, before going to sleep, write a letter to God. Ever written a letter? Ever written a letter to God? No? Ever written a letter to other people? Okay, type a WhatsApp if you don't feel like writing. You type. But write a letter. Write out your thoughts. Write out anything that you've held there. Writing it out will also release it there. And any question, write it out. We have 1 week to experiment. The only way to believe is when we experience. The only way to believe is when I experience. So write it out. Put your question, put your thoughts, share. We normally have a diary where we write every night before going to sleep. Write about our day, write about what we did right, write about our little mistakes that we made, write what we want to do tomorrow. Personal relationship. Not just a prayer, a personal relationship, a conversation. A personal conversation about everything happening in my life. Everything. Everything. Just like a parent and a child, just like a friend and a friend, just like a sibling, sharing everything. So God is my supreme parent, God is our supreme teacher. Everything that we are learning is coming from there. So come, let's sit straight again. How many of us were able to keep our eyes open when we were doing the earlier exercise? Okay. Anyone fall off to sleep? It's okay if we did. Doesn't matter. But again, that's the reason why we need to be a little alert. A little alert. So sitting straight, first gently relax the body. Don't have any diary, bag, anything in your lap. Just put it aside. Sit easy. Easy. Now it's going to be my journey, not the journey with my body. And if you want, you can just focus on any one point. There is a point there, red light point. You can use that point or just choose any one point. Relaxing the body. And now feel this, that this is my body. I am using this body. I am wearing this costume. the energy. I think. I speak through this body. I work through this body. This is my costume. This body is for me. It's mine. Now relaxing the body, gently bring the attention to the center of the forehead. And I see myself very bright, powerful, little star in the center of the forehead. Very gently, don't force yourself, no pressure, very easy. Just keep looking at yourself. That little star eye. Bright light. Powerful. I, the being. I am a powerful soul. Always happy. Always happy. It's my nature. Keep seeing yourself. I am a loveful soul. I radiate love. Through my every vibration, it's love which reaches people. It's my personality. And as I'm creating these thoughts, vibration of power, of peace, of love, radiating from me out into the world. Let's see that visual vibrating from me out into the world. Vibrations of purity. Energy ripples from me out into the world. I am a radiator of peace and power. I, the little star, I gently start my journey home. Let's see ourselves going home, flying up above, outside this hall. I, the little star, flying upwards. I'm above the city of Mount Abu. and up above. I can see the planet below. I'm moving upwards, beyond the sun, moon, and the stars. I'm going home. My home. I see myself that sky of golden red light. The soul world. Let's see our home. Golden red light. My home. And I can see only souls there. Point of light energy. There's stillness. There's silence. And there before me is the one whom I've always looked for. I've always remembered. The supreme power, the divine power, my parent, my best friend, just like me, a little point of light. The ocean of love. The ocean of purity. Look at that vibration. God's love. God's purity. The only one who accepts me unconditionally. The only one who loves me unconditionally. The only one who knows me as I am. See those vibrations of love and power like a laser beam energizing me. God's love is my strength. Anything that is on my mind, it could be a past, could be a guilt, a mistake, a regret. Share it and release it there. God accepts me, loves me unconditionally. I share it. I say it out. That divine love heals my pain. Any worry, any fear, share it. Any question, the only one who knows what is right for me. The only one from whom I can get the perfect answer. I, the soul, getting filled with God's love and powers. It's cleansing me, deep cleansing. If there is someone I want to heal, I want to strengthen, let us immerse them there. A soul into the soul world. Just bring them there and see this energy flowing from God to me, and I use that energy to radiate it to them. God's love and power is strengthening the soul, healing the wounds. And now I see myself getting filled with God's powers and radiating that to the planet. We need to see this happening, the energy flowing from that almighty authority, the ocean of all powers, into I, the soul, and I, the soul, radiate that to the planet. It's like a shower of peace and power on the planet. Radiating it to every soul on the planet. Each soul is connected to God's love. Creating peace in the world, radiating vibrations of harmony to souls on the planet. And as I fill myself with this energy, I start coming back onto this world stage, into this hall, that in the center of the forehead. And now see that the vibrations that I've filled myself with are radiating into my body. Radiate this peace and power to every cell of the body, to every organ. Let it flow through the body. This is healing the body. And tonight, before going to sleep, just for a few minutes, we will write our little letter to God. And just before going to sleep, again, I, the soul, go into the soul world, fill myself with that power, and in that stage, I go to sleep, deep sleep. Meditation before going to sleep changes the quality of sleep, changes the level of healing that happens in the body while we sleep. And when we sleep in that state, the first thought that we wake up with will be a divine energy thought. So we remain in this silence, and we will walk out in this silence to the dining hall today. A silent walk. And if you are comfortable, we can have our dinner in silence today. A dinner just with the self, in silence. Silent walk and dinner in silence. Om Shanti.